afternoon, everybody. Myself, Shivam Shukla. I am postgraduate in PGT in chemistry, PGT also in mathematics. I am expert in teaching 9th, 10th PCM and also chemistry 11 to 12 standard. I have taught 7 years in State Anandram Jaipuria school, 3 years Dr. Viren Swarup. I have taught different types of school. Now, dear student, today I am telling you chapter 1 in class 9, motion. So look here, motion. Student, can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello.
sir, you are reaching. Actually, you are from?
I am from Kanpur.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, sure. Now, dear student, topic is motion. What is motion? A body to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to a fixed point or reference point. Look here, motion. What is motion?
Children, kindly switch on your camera.
It is said to be in motion. A body is said to be in motion if it changes its position. Student, can you see it? Hello, my voice is clear?
Yes, sir, clear. You can go ahead.
Okay. Motion. What is motion? A body is said to be in motion if it changes its position. If it changes its position. With respect to time, or we can also say with respect to an object taken as reference point. Now, dear student, I am telling you here an example of motion are a running car, a moving athlete. These are the important example of motion. And after this, I am telling you uniform motion, non-uniform motion. Types of motion we can say normally. Now, student, motion are of two types. First is a uniform motion. Uniform motion. Second is a non-uniform motion. Now, I am telling you what is uniform motion. A body is said to be in uniform motion if it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. What is uniform motion? Listen to me again. A body is said to be in uniform motion if it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Uniform motion. A body is said to be in uniform motion. A body is said to be in uniform motion if it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Dear student, with the help of this definition, you can write the definition of non-uniform motion also. So I am telling you last time definition of uniform motion. A body is said to be in uniform motion if a body cover equal distance in equal interval of time. Student, any problem? Hello. Student, any problem in uniform motion? Now, when we draw distance time graph, this is distance and this is time. When we draw graph for uniform motion, then we get a straight line. After this non-uniform motion, a body is said to be in non-uniform motion if it covers an equal distance in equal interval of time. Once again, listen to me. What is non-uniform motion? A body is said to be in non-uniform motion if body cover an equal distance in equal interval of time. Student, any problem in uniform motion and non-uniform motion? Now, when we draw graph for non-uniform motion, this is distance and this is time. When we draw graph for distance time graph for non-uniform motion, then we get curved line. This is the curved line. Student, any problem? Hello? Now, dear student, I am telling you next topic. Rest. What is rest? Just opposite of motion is a rest. A body is said to be in rest if it does not change its position with respect to a point taken as reference point. Once again, I am telling you rest. What is rest? Rest is opposite of motion. A body is said to be in rest if it does not change its position with respect to a point. After this, I am telling you in this chapter, scalar quantity, vector quantity. Next topic is scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. Those quantity which require only magnitude but not direction is called scalar quantity. Those quantity which require only magnitude. Now question is, what is magnitude? Magnitude is a numerical value. For example, we apply force on this board 5 Newton. Then 5 is a numerical value. 5 is called magnitude. Those quantity which require only magnitude but not direction is called scalar quantity. Example of scalar quantities are length, mass, time, distance, volume, work. These quantities have only contain only magnitude but not direction. Dear student, I am telling you last time, scalar quantity. What is scalar quantity? Those quantity which require only magnitude but not direction is called scalar quantity. Example, length, mass, time, distance, volume, work. Or we can also say pressure. Pressure is also scalar quantity. Now, student, I am telling you vector quantity. What is vector quantity? Those quantity which require magnitude and direction both is called vector quantity. Next topic is vector quantity. Those quantity which require magnitude and direction both is called vector quantity. Example of vector quantity are velocity, displacement, acceleration, velocity, displacement, acceleration contain magnitude and direction both. Some other examples are force, moment of force, momentum, now dear student, I am telling you this topic last time. After this I am telling you other topic. Scalar quantity, those quantities which require only magnitude, those quantity which require only magnitude but not direction, it's called scalar quantity. Example, distance, volume, work, length, mass, time. After this vector quantity, those quantity which require magnitude and direction both, it's called vector quantity. Example, velocity, displacement, acceleration, force, moment of force, momentum. Dear student, we will study all topic in this chapter one by one. Some topic in this chapter and some topic in chapter 2. That is force, motion and laws of motion, laws of motion. Okay. Newton's law of motion also involved there. Now student, I am telling you next topic. Next topic is a distance. What is distance? Suppose a body start from point A and move to point B. It cover. Now position of body change from A to B. So this is the length of path. So dear student, we can say definition of distance. The actual length of path. The actual length of path, body present at point A, and after this it covers some distance, length and final position B. So we can say actual length of path. This is the path. Actual length of path covered by a moving body. It's called distance. Actual length of path. The actual length of path covered by a moving body. Is called distance. Distance is denoted by D or also in some cases S. Unit of distance, MKS, full form of MKS is meter kilogram second. MKS unit of distance. MKS unit of distance is meter. CGS unit of distance. CGS unit of distance is centimeter. FPS. CGS, full form of CGS is centimeter gram second. MKS full form meter kilogram second. Meter kilogram second unit of distance is meter. CGS. Centimeter gram second unit of distance is centimeter. FPS. Foot pound second unit of distance is foot. And distance is a scalar quantity because distance contain only magnitude. It contain only magnitude but no direction, no fixed direction, only magnitude, no fixed direction. Student, any problem in this topic, distance? Now, after this, next topic is a displacement. Dear student, suppose body present at point A and after some time it covers some distance and final position of body become B. So this is the initial position, this is the final position. So we can say definition of displacement, the shortest distance between initial position and final position. It's called displacement. Again, listen to me. Suppose body present at A. This is initial position. After some time, body covers some distance S and reach at point B. This is final position. So dear student, we can say shortest distance between initial position and final position. Shortest distance between initial position and final position. Shortest distance between initial position and final position is called displacement. Generally, we take symbol of displacement as now MKS unit, meter kilogram second unit of displacement is a meter. Centimeter gram second unit, CGS unit of displacement is a centimeter. Displacement is a vector quantity. Now displacement is vector quantity because it contains magnitude and direction, magnitude and direction both. Student, any problem in displacement? Any question? Hello? Student, any problem in displacement? Now after this, next topic is acceleration. Or first we have to take velocity. Look here, what is velocity? Velocity is equal to displacement upon time. Definition of velocity is very easy. With the help of this formula, we can write definition of velocity. Distance traveled by a body per unit time is called velocity. What is velocity? Displacement traveled by a body per unit time is called velocity. Velocity is denoted by V and symbol of displacement is S, time is T. Now, unit, MKS unit, meter, kilogram, second, full form of MKS. MKS unit of velocity is unit of displacement, meter, and time, second. So we can say MKS unit, meter per second. After this, CGS unit, centimeter, gram, second unit. In case of displacement, we can take centimeter. In case of time, we can take second. So we can say centimeter per second. After this, velocity is vector quantity. It is vector quantity. Why? Because it contains magnitude and direction both. Student, any problem in velocity? Any question from your side? Now after this, next topic is acceleration. Now I am telling you uniform velocity, non-uniform velocity. Uniform velocity. If a body cover equal distance in equal interval of time in a specific direction, then it is called uniform velocity. After this, non-uniform velocity. Once again, I am telling you uniform velocity. If a body cover equal distance in equal interval of time in a specific direction, it is called uniform velocity. Next is non-uniform velocity. If a body cover an equal distance in equal interval of time in a specific direction, it is called non-uniform velocity. After this, next topic is acceleration. Acceleration. Let initial velocity of a body is a u, and after time t its final velocity become v. Then change in velocity is equal to final velocity v minus initial velocity u. Initial velocity u. So I am telling you acceleration. Dear student, acceleration is denoted by a. Acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time taken. Now look here, change in velocity is equal to final velocity v minus initial velocity u upon time taken t. So finally we can say a is equal to v minus u upon t. T is in divide, so it become here in multiply. We can say v minus u is equal to at. So finally we get v is equal to u plus at. This is first equation of motion. This is first equation of motion. I am telling you, dear student, last time what is acceleration? Let initial velocity of a body is u, and after time t, its final velocity become v. So change in velocity. What is acceleration? I am telling you definition of acceleration. Change in velocity per unit time is called acceleration. Or other definition, the rate of change in velocity is called acceleration. Acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time taken. Change in velocity is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity upon time taken. Now final velocity is v, initial velocity is u, time taken is t. A is equal to v minus u upon t. Now t shift here, finally we get v is equal to u plus at. This is first equation of motion. Now student, I am telling you unit of acceleration. Unit of acceleration. Next point is unit. MKS unit, meter, kilogram, second unit. Unit of velocity is meter per second, and time is also second. When we multiply second 2 times, we get MKS unit of acceleration meter per second square. So meter, kilogram, second unit, MKS unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Next, CGS unit, centimeter gram second unit of acceleration is centimeter per second square. Now student, I am telling of acceleration. First is positive acceleration, second is negative acceleration, or when velocity of body increases equal amounts in equal interval of time, it is called positive acceleration. When velocity of a body increases an equal amount, it is called negative acceleration, and negative acceleration is also called retardation. Retardation means decrease in velocity. Suppose a person is going with the help of bicycle within 10 meter per hour. So at the uniform rate, then its velocity is uniform. and acceleration is called uniform acceleration. Now, after applying brake, the speed of bicycle decreases. So, decrease in velocity is called retardation or negative acceleration. Student, any problem?
Sir, Shivam sir. Actually, 3 minutes more, sir. Please interact with our children, sir.
After this, I am telling you motion, uniform circular motion.
Shivam sir. Sir, are you listening to me? Shivam, sir?
Hello.
Shivam,
Yes.
Sir. Sir, please interact with our children. 3 minutes more.
Please speak loud.
3
Hello.
minutes more, sir. Please interact with our children.
Ma'am, I can't hear you. Please speak loud.
Sir, 3 minutes more. Actually, 3 minutes more. Please interact with our children.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Dear student, I am from Kanpur, Kanpur Nagar. So I am expert in teaching physics. You can ask your any types of problem. I have taught a number of years in different types of school. So in the whole class, if you have any confusion, any doubt, any problem, then you can ask me one by one. Hello. Student, any question, any query from your side regarding this topic motion?
Children, do you have any doubt? Just ask. Dhananjayan, Hemraj, are you there? Sabrina is there, Sachin. If you are having any doubt, just ask him. No doubt. It seems that no doubt. Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your session. It was wonderful. It was informative session, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay.
Children, say thank you to sir.
Thank you, sir.
Children, you can.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.